Of all the fish kept in private aquariums, one stands out as the king, the Asian Arowana. This endangered ancient creature is native to Southeast Asia, in places such as the Malay Peninsula and the islands of Indonesia. Covered in dragon-like scales, it holds a special cultural significance in China. It is also sought out by many other aquarists due to its impressive and endangered nature. This popularity means specimens of this fish can run into the thousands of dollars. This fish was declared to be endangered because of heavy collection for the aquarium trade. However, the places this fish is found are also being deforested at an alarming rate, and this is likely a greater threat, especially now. They were also caught for food not all that long ago. As an endangered species, its trade is controlled by the Convention on the International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild, Flora, and Fauna, which we will call CITES, under Appendix 1, the most restrictive category. Though its trade is highly restricted, since 1989, CITES has granted permits to several fish farms in Asia to spawn and sell captive specimens. These farms are highly secure with barbed wire atop concrete walls and attack dogs roaming around the ponds, all to keep thieves from taking these immensely valuable animals. To sell these fish, they have to be from a captive line that is at least 2 generations removed from the wild. They must all have certificates of authenticity, as well as a birth certificate, and all the fish must also have a microchip to verify these documents. This is how these fish are traded across borders and sold in countries around the world such as in Canada and China. But they are completely illegal in the United States, only kept by some zoos and aquariums. But why? This is because these animals are under additional protection from the Endangered Species Act, or the ESA. The Endangered Species Act is the law that enacts CITES in the United States. It is meant to protect both native species within the U.S.'s borders, and is critical for species like the California condor. But it also makes sure that Americans are not leading to the extinctions of animals in foreign countries, such as purchasing tiger belts or ivory, which is a good thing for these majestic animals that don't need any extra hunting pressures. Being listed on the Endangered Species Act is far more restrictive than under Appendix 1, as it halts all trade. Special permits to keep listed endangered species are generally reserved for zoos and other conservation-oriented institutions. A quick side note, due to the rules about the ESA not covering hybrids, as discussed in my video on the extinction of the dusky seaside sparrow, some parts of the United States allow people to keep pet tigers depending on the actual state laws, as long as their genetics were muddled, sometimes even without a permit. For the arowana, there hasn't been an evaluation on the wild populations for some time, so their current status is a little foggy. However, they do appear to be rarer. So that is why Asian Arowana are illegal in the United States. I hope you enjoyed this information. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe.